Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we are going to do hands-on in terms of cluster creation. So let's go ahead to the server. Let's go ahead to the cluster. And you can see that you have migratable targets, which we'll talk later, and then the server template, and then the cluster itself. Now click on Log and Edit, click on New. There are two options here. You can create a static cluster, and the other one is like dynamic cluster. We'll talk about dynamic cluster later point of time. So first click on static cluster. Now here is the cluster name. So we have already decided our cluster name, which is part of the architecture diagram. So let me go and pick it up. So the cluster name should be the same name as the Delhi cluster one. Yeah. So here is the option of selecting the messaging mode. We're going to choose unicasting messaging mode. Unicasting broadcast channel. We don't have to give anything right now. Just click on OK. So that's it. That's pretty much the cluster creation. So select the cluster, and here you have the the round robin weighted based affinity, which is a session affinity, round robin with affinity, which is session affinity, and random affinity. So this is for sticky session. If you're looking for having a sticky session within your WebLogic instance, you can select this. But if you're looking for you're gonna have another web server on top of this, you can just stick with the round robin method as of now. We will talk about other methods later. Number of servers in the cluster address is 3. It's mentioned. Let's see how many it is there. First, activate the change. All right. So now we can go ahead, go to the servers tab, and you can see that there is like not many servers here. So again, the same thing. You can go to the servers, select the server, select the cluster. That's weird. It's not asking me for cluster selection. All right, then there's only one option over here. Go to cluster, select the cluster, click on servers over here, and click on add. So now you can select the manage server one. It is always recommended, and it is also part of the Oracle documentation, that you should always give manage server 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, so why? Because it's like it improves the performance of your cluster. If you are, and while adding the cluster, you should always add in an incremental manner. So for example, if I add 2 and then I add 1, it's not incremental manner. So I have to add 1, and what is after 1 is like I have to add 2, and then after that I have to add 3. So that's how I need to add my managed service to a cluster. So this will increase the performance of the cluster. And if you do it other way around, it's going to decrease the performance, because it's going to get confused about what we spoke earlier about your master or the group leader. So do remember this, because this is something which is again mentioned in the same URL. You can go and refer the same URL. This is one over here, and you will see that WebLogic recommends you to do that. So here, select from existing server, select the manage server 1. Okay, so it says manage server is in running state. So let's just go on and stop this. The stopping will happen almost immediately, because we have given force shutdown. So let's just go over there, and it's in shutdown state. So go to cluster, select the cluster, go to servers, come down, and you should see the server over here, add, select manage server 1, click on next, add, and then manage server 2, click on finish. Both are same, next and finish. You can see that it's pretty much added, manage server 1 and manage server 2. Port number is 8080, 8090, right? So this is pretty much, so there's no template here for the cluster, so it's just going to leave it as it is. Activate changes. There you go. So now when you click on the servers, you can see that the server is part of this. Both these servers are part of the cluster. You can see that broad Delhi cluster 1. So that's basically part of both your managed servers. Now you can go to server, you can go to cluster, you can select cluster, you can go to control, and you can select the server and then hit the start button or shut down button from here. So you don't really have to go to the server location. You can actually do it from the cluster location. Migration is if you want to migrate to a different piece of a cluster, just for migrating the load from the server to another server. So that's basically, we will see that later point of time. So that's pretty much I wanted to cover in terms of the cluster creation and the working with cluster. And next thing we are going to do is deployment. So I'll just give you the theory session on or architecture session on deployment, and then we'll go ahead and do the deployment. Thank you again for your patience. I'll see you in the next video.